Greetings from a painfully hot United Kingdom. Well, we had storms last night after a painfully hot day, and it has done precisely nothing. Made it maybe a gnat's more windy, and the storms were big. Anywho, this is the first weekly roundup that we've had in a while, and I am sitting crocheting because, quite frankly, I need to get this done, and I'm going to be recording another video in a minute where I will also be sitting doing this, and then perhaps, I believe, later on a haul video which will be indirectly connected to this in a different something special Sunday. I'm babbling. A minute in and I'm talking absolute bunkum. So it's been a while. It really has. And I'm looking on the wrong page. So you may have noticed this top. This was one of the reasons why I disappeared into the ether. And if I can somehow work it out, I will put a photo of me standing precariously on my bed to take a photo in the mirror round about here, if I can manage it. By the time this video comes out on Friday, it's now Tuesday. Yeah, by the time this video comes out on Friday, it will have, the competition will have closed. This is a competition that's being run by the amazing Crystal at Bag O' Day to design something using one of her stitch tutorials, a garment. So what I've done is made 6 strips in her mile a minute stitch pattern and joined them with a slit in the middle, three, and then just put some granny squares on the sides and just a little around the outside of half double crochet. I used a 4mm hook and sport weight yarn, some from Hobbycraft, some from Katia and Kataya, don't know, and this soft blue that I got off of eBay, and I've already thrown some food down it. You can't see that. Also, in what I've finished this week, or since I've been here last, I've finished the Susie Cat. You'll have seen in my yarn swap video. And the poncho and the scarf and hat set that you'll also have seen in the yarn swap video. A Peep toy for my son, which I will insert a picture here. A cushion for his flat, again picture here. And a cat door stopper, thrice a picture here. There, maybe, I don't know, somewhere. In addition to that, I've made my friend an amigurumi owl for the, I don't know how manyth time, picture here somewhere, if I've managed to do it right. If not, I'm going to look like a complete plonker sat there going with no pictures, and they'll just be at the end or the beginning or something. I'll have to work out how to do that. And then I've also made, which I had taken a picture for, but I've just brought it upstairs, this incredibly heavy, now you come to think of it, although it has got yarn inside, basket, which was a pattern included in the Crochet Academy, this year's Crochet Academy by Tony Lipsey. So that's all my finishes, I believe. So my works in progress, about to start, picked up, put down, and got a bit fed up of, all in the space of a day, because I got this top finished very late last night. So I'm having a bit of an easy day today. In a couple of days I'm going to pick up my Verticality t-shirt, which I have not made any progress on for quite some time. Oh, someone's driving up the street. I've got to have the window open, otherwise I'm just going to cook. Where I've got 2 sleeves and most of one of the 2 panels done. As I say, I'm just giving myself a couple of days off just to not do anything too strenuous and thought-ing. I'm just going to sit and go backwards and forwards and round and round and round. I've also made a start on a set of amigurumi drums. That's going to be for a Christmas present, although the person who's getting it doesn't watch, so when I've got a bit of progress on that, hopefully next week. Oh, that breeze was nice. I'll be able to show you. And I've been making a few tiles because I've been watching Manfers Makes Tile of the Week Thursday hashtag, and if I get the book for my birthday, I'm going to be starting at the appropriate week when I get back off holiday, and also playing catch up. But in the meantime, I've got some tile / granny square little freebie booklets that I'm picking out certain ones of. That at some point I will dig out and show you, but they're all downstairs at the moment because, as I say, I'm not doing anything too strenuous and thought-provoking. So as to what I'm doing now, this is obviously a granny stripe blanket. What I'm going to do is shut the window while I'm talking to you, because this is just blowing in my face, and I'd rather get warm than irritated, so do excuse me for a minute. There, problem solved momentarily. Right, what was I talking about? Yes, it's granny stripe blanket, which in a week or so is going to have more stripes, obviously, but some very specific stripes that I'm hopefully is going to be delivered later on, but that's going to be a Something Special Sunday video. At the moment I'm working on my little Pride minis, so I've got this another stripe, well, this stripe to finish and another stripe in this bright green, and then blue purple, and a dark green, tealy green, although it is more green, more emeraldy than it's showing up. And the reason that's there and not with the other green is because I happen to think these two look gorgeous together. And then a stripe of grey, and then after I've done the ones that are hopefully being delivered this afternoon in a couple of weeks, that'll have another stripe of grey put on top of it, and then nothing until December, when I've got 2 advent calendars, I think. Well, I've got one sitting in my store cupboard now, and I should have another one coming. I've paid for it anyway, so and then that'll go on, and then I'm going to put another stripe of the one set of the ones that are coming later, hopefully, in. This is all sounding very garbled, but it will make more sense as it's going along, I promise you. And then I'm going to decide how many more, probably, advent calendars it needs to be a blanket, but it's quite wide. If I just finish this stitch, come on, I'm trying to do it all on a 2.5mm. So it's the undone end. You won't be able to see this, but it is my wingspan. So I think it's going to require a photo or something when it's a bit further on. But again, you'll see it in a couple of weeks for the first something special Sunday of July. And so that'll be that. You'll see me working on that quite a bit. And then once I've finished these colours today, as I say, I'm having a few days off. Yeah, sorry, I was just looking at my, because I've worked out my next project from the 16th, but again, this will already be out, just in case I went over on my competition, which I didn't, but as I say, I need a few days off just to sit and de-project, as it were. And then anyway, yeah, I'm babbling. Mum, last few words, Vicky, and then you can open your window, get some air in, and start recording your next video. So the next start off, which will hopefully be this afternoon, will be inspired by the gorgeous Heather the Crochet Witch, who has got some cakes that fade through different colours. And what I'm thinking of doing is maybe 7 or 8 round squares in my Papatia swirly cakes, of which I've got 18.5, and do a similar sort of thing. Now obviously I'm going to link or tag Heather, although if you watch me, you probably watch Heather. In fact, I've got quite a few people to link or tag if I can. Technology, you know, which means if I can't, I'm very sorry, people who I've mentioned who haven't been linked or tagged, but pretty much their channels are way bigger than me, so you should have heard of them. Anyway, so she inspired me to take a look at these 18.5 cakes, which I'm going to insert a picture here if I can, if not at the end. You know the drill by now. Meh. And just an amount of round squares, and then join them and hope for the best. But yeah, so that's going to be till the end of the day on the 15th, and then I'll start the other things again. Where's my Tyler? Too hot, Baba. Can I come and say hello? No, I wouldn't either. I don't know if you could hear that while I was babbling, because she's got a very tiny voice anyway, but little Miss Isla was making some noises. But it's too hot for the cats, it's too hot for me. It's just not pleasant in the slightest. So anyway, that's that. If you like what you see with my usual standard of babbling, please like and subscribe. Send me a message, I'll try and respond if technology doesn't fail me or it's not the middle of the night. If I see it, I will attempt to respond, basically. Yeah, like, subscribe, say hello, come in, put your feet up, have a cup of tea. That's entirely in the wrong place. I'm talking rubbish. I need more coffee. So I'm going to go. Have an open window and a caffeine break before I do another video. Bye.